everyone, MJT360 back at you again with another video. So today we're going to be going over this new tool I got. I paid $20 for it. And it is a Diablo grinder sander conversion kit for your 4.5-inch angle grinder. It's got two 50 grit discs. These are fiber discs, fiber resin reinforced discs. So basically they're like heavy duty sanding discs for your angle grinder. So this is for metal, for grinding metal. It fits all 4.5-inch grinders with up to 5/8 by 11 spindles. Contains one backing pad, one 5/8 11 lock nut, and two 50 grit sanding discs. Here's what the package looks like. And so this is item DCP-045V GPS01G. Let's open it. I'm going to be using the Gerber knife, of course, because I have to. It's a sporting knife. It's a nice little 6-inch thing. I don't know. I don't remember how long the blade is, but I got this for Christmas a few years ago. I'm going to open this. I've already opened this and retried this video, so this is my second attempt, so sorry that you don't get to see the actual opening. I'm just showing you what I did to open it. Because it's got some gluey spot. It's got like this crimpled spot here, here, and here, and then this folds open. So now, let's open this up. So inside you have first is this threaded nut, which this nut is mandatory. You can only use this nut with this sanding pad. You cannot use your normal backing flange. And in fact, you don't need either of these two backing flanges with this sanding kit. I'm using a Milwaukee, what is this? This is a Milwaukee 6130-33. It will fit on this grinder. And then also the cool thing about this nut is it's got two big holes here and here for your wrench, so you can tighten down the nut, which is pretty cool. So now we go to the main part, which is the backing flange. Now this backing flange is a 4.5-inch, 115 millimeter, max 13,280 RPM. My grinder spins at 12,000, so this is safe to go on here. And then if you're wondering what that's in meters per second, it's about 80 meters per second. I don't know if that's exactly true, but that's what the sanding discs say. So also on the back of this packaging, you have a QR code. If you want to scan it, it will show you how to install it on the machine. But this is an installation video and a review. Well, not a review, but an overview, because I just bought it and I haven't tested it yet. Then you got two of these 50 grit fiber reinforced sanding discs that are like fiber coated. Yeah, they're basically heavy duty sanding discs for an angle grinder that will take the weight of the grinder spinning that fast. But like you know that Harbor Freight sanding disc I got, 5-inch sanding disc with Velcro adhesive. I have a review video on that on my channel. If you want to go check that out, please watch it. That is basically this, but that's basically that's the cheaper version of this. That's for sanding wood. This is for sanding metal and stainless steel. Just saying, if you sand stainless steel and metal, use one for stainless and mark it, and use the other one for metal, or else you're gonna have rust showing up in your stainless because you used this to grind steel and then went over to stainless. So just use one for one and one for the other. Pretty simple. Okay, now, so I'm going to show you how to install this. I've already done an installation on this once before. We're just going to close this, set it to the side. So you're going to grab your grinder. Make sure it's got the guard on it. Please leave the guard on your grinder. I made a grinder safety video. Watch that and read your owner's manual before you attempt to use this machine. It is a very dangerous machine. I'm not going to tell you what happens when you don't, because you don't want to know. So you take the backing flange. You take both two backing flanges off. So you have one here and one here that threads on. You take those two off. Set them to the side. Don't lose them. Then you put on this flange, which has got all these which has got all these grooves and stuff like that in it, which is pretty cool. It's got all these different fins in it, which are just for cooling the disc because it spins so fast. So you're going to put that on there first. Then then what I like to do is I like to line up the wheel with the disc. And then I pop it on here. And you just tighten it down, just like that. And then I'm going to grab the wrench. Now here's a good tip. I learned this from weld.com. Check their channel out if you want to learn how to weld. So you remember to unplug the tool when you, so you know to unplug the tool when you're using it. This is especially good for students in shop class. Zip tie the wrench to the cable near the cord, near the plug, so then you have to unplug it to change the wheel. And then you also don't lose the wrench, which is important. And now you just take that, you just go and snug it down. Now don't grab the wheel and twist it, that will ruin it, or that will break it or hurt it. But there you go, installed. And I just noticed this sits slightly above the guard. So that's a little bit of annoyance, but so yeah, it's not the most safe thing in the world. If they had a thicker guard, it'd be better. Maybe use the Type 1 guard, not the Type 27. It might work better for you, but yeah. So yeah, that's the negative thing about this I just noticed on this grinder I don't know about other grinders. This is the only one I put it on. Also, use the handle. I have it off so it's easier to get around. But that's the only one I'd gripe with this machine. Well, it's because this machine is not designed from the factory to be using a sanding disc. It's for grinding wheels and cutting. So I don't know. I'd have to read the manual and figure out if this is allowed. But it should be. But maybe if they made this a little bit thinner, it would work better on grinders. But this is designed for a grinder, so it's gonna be fine. I'll just have to be more careful when I use it. Also, when you use a grinder, don't set it down like that. There's this 2 little bumps. Set it upside down like that on a foot. That's called a foot. You set it there, and you're all set. So that's a quick overview and the good and the bad of the Diablo grinder sanding conversion kit. 4.5 inch. I'm gonna get different grip wheels because these 50s are kind of they feel kind of aggressive. So, there you go. So please like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever you have to do to get this video out to people. And one other thing, thank you guys, everyone, guys, girls. Thank you, viewers, for making that Hercules die grinder video go have an insane amount of views. That Hercules die grinder video, which I never thought was going to go crazy, has got about 14,000 views. Thank you so much. You do not know how much this means to me. If I keep getting that, I will continue with these videos. Even though I'm getting a full-time job, I will continue with these videos and try and put them out whenever I get the chance. So, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for that. So that's about it. So, thank you and have a great rest of your day. I will see you on the next one.